Right then, the Bolingbroke Castle remains of a hexagonal 13th century castle with adjacent earthworks. Bolingbroke Castle was the birthplace of King Henry IV in 1367. The castle was captured by parliamentary forces after a 2-month siege in November 1643. Yeah, I thought it was Henry IV. I can remember it mentioned in Shakespeare, Bolingbroke. Old Bolingbroke. So this is where I am, folks. I've come just have a look around here and they've got plaques. There's somebody else here as well. I'm going to use a bit of mobile and a bit of, what do you call it? Camera. Over and out. I remember Bolingbroke from Henry IV Part 1 when I did Shakespeare at school. Old Bolingbroke. I remember. And when I saw this, I thought, Bolingbroke Castle. Look at that, it's still pretty well formed, isn't it? There's someone else parked here as well. I'm not going in any direct order. And I don't need my jumper on. I'm going to take my jumper off actually. Auditor's Tower, so named because the tower was used to accommodate the King's auditor on his annual visits. This was the last part of the castle to collapse in 1815. This large outer enclosure was surrounded by a ditch and low earth bank. The name Root Yard may derive from Lincolnshire term meaning a place where unclaimed stray cattle were kept. In the centre is a prominent rectangular earthwork of uncertain date. It has been identified as a fish pond and a Civil War fort. Wow, look at this. Look at this wall, everyone. It's fantastic, isn't it? This is the Lincolnshire countryside. And this looks like you can walk outside as well. Well, I'm glad you came here. I'm standing on a castle which could possibly have been built by my ancestors, by the way, the Stutwells or the De Clares. Okay, possibly. This is good to actually see the construction of the wall like this. You know? Fish pond, original fish pond still down there. There's something written in there. Right, let me stop and take some photos. Right, nothing I've just said has come out. I didn't have it on. Basically, I was just saying I've misplaced a pair of glasses. I had to go back to the car. I've not got any further than this. I had to go back take the jumper off. Then go back, I thought I've lost my glasses, so I brought the old ones out. Then I had to go back again for my inhaler. And then I forgot to turn the battery on. So I hope everything recorded that I've just done. More people coming. The Great Hall. You are standing on the site of the Great Hall. The illustration shows how it may have appeared in the 15th century. It's thought to have been built about 1400. Yeah, I've stood on the wall just in case the video didn't come out, which is quite likely that I didn't video any of that. Quite likely. They haven't said keep off the walls, have they? So, I don't know what this bit is. what they could do with this little plan as you go round, really, couldn't they? Point out the various features. They got the boards, but they could do the plan as well. You get a feel for the place when you walk on it. Yeah, they're way ahead of me now. They've finished now by the look of it. Yeah, so I don't even know if I looked up now. I don't know if I looked. I'm so scatty lately. My brain is like really bad. I had 5 years off driving, you know, because I did, and basic not for any naughty reasons, but you know, after 5 years there's not a lot of change. At the same time, there's a lot of change. Oh, we've got a plan here, look. Castle plan. Oh, good idea. You are here. These round things like that are the gatehouse. Site of the Great Hall, somewhere or other. Site of kitchens. Ah, so this is the gatehouse. These discoveries were made during the excavations between 1965 and 73. The hall and kitchens have now been reburied to protect them. They are visible as uneven areas within the grass. The towers were like guard rooms and storerooms. So that's a picture of that. You can get it online, you know. You can get everything online. It's good, isn't it? Let's go and have a look down here. There's too much to do. I don't even know if I'll make that other castle after I've discovered this. I was hoping to, but I was late. I was chatting to people. I was chatting and chatting and chatting. And then I don't get away, see. There's a nice church there I want to look in. Moat and Gatehouse. Bolingbroke Castle was built a powerful Norman Baron, Ranulph de Blundeville, Earl of Lincoln and Chester, in 1220 to 30. The castle has a moat more than 90 feet wide, which came right up to the walls. When the castle was demolished, the moat filled with rubble to form the marshy, weed-filled area to your left. The main entrance to the castle was over a drawbridge leading to the gatehouse. The causeway in front of you now marks the line of the drawbridge. That's quite a good picture, isn't it? I can see me using up all my cameras just on this place. I might have to do the other one. I might have to do the other one, you know. When I go to Lincoln, I'll do a detour. Right, we're now entering another section of the castle, Bolingbroke Castle. Receiver's Tower. The receiver was responsible for maintaining the castle, for keeping records of expenditure. The accounts were stored in this tower until the 17th century. Outside the entrance of the tower is a mound, all that is left of a stone porch. The steps in the thickness of the wall behind the mound led to a latrine which emptied into the moat. I'm talking a bit quick because I'm trying to save battery. I forgot about this place. I've always wanted to come here because of my love of Shakespeare, basically. Because of my love of Shakespeare. There's all marshland round here, isn't it? You don't need to climb up everything, Sheila. We'll be going round the outside in a minute. Well, we managed to park. Then I've got to go back in the village and go and have a look at the church. Built by Baron Ranulph de Blundeville, Earl of Lincoln and Chester. John of Gaunt and Henry IV. The castle passed to the house of the Lancaster in 1311, and John of Gaunt was the last of his dynasty to live here. John of Gaunt's son, King Henry IV, was born at Bolingbroke in 1366 and became a royal castle when Henry succeeded to the throne in 1399. However, the castle was not used as a royal residence. By the time of the Civil War in the mid-17th century, the castle was in decay and was held briefly by the Royalists until the parliamentary victory in 1643 at the Battle of Winceby, 3 miles to the north. Parliamentary forces took control of Bolingbroke, but as they left, the castle was, like many others, deliberately ruined. Today, apparently in 1949, the site, which was nothing more than a grassy mound, was placed by the Duchy of Lancaster in the guardianship of the former Ministry of Works. Its function passed to English heritage, and they've done some excavations. So here we have where the homes would have been, in there, like a bailey, isn't it? I don't know if it's a bailey, it's the inside of a keep or something like that. You think I know by now the number of castles I do, you know? Let's go down in this one. Oh, God, that was naughty, Sheila. You jumped then. That's enough to do your flipping knee in. What I'm going to do in a minute is a recital from Henry IV, Part 2. So when this loose behaviour I throw off, and pay the debt I never promised, by how much better than the world I am, by so much shall I falsify men's hopes, and like bright metal on sullen ground, my reformation, glittering all my fault, shall show more goodly, and attract more eyes than that which hath to set it off. I'll so offend to make offence a skill, redeeming time when men think least I will. Right, we're going to walk round the church, not the church, the castle of Bolingbroke in Lincolnshire. We've just got to follow the little path round. These are all fish ponds that were common and perhaps parts of the moat in the originally. The curtain wall, there we go, the curtain wall. What a lovely structure, and how well built. It's 4 metres or 12 feet thick and stands some 4 metres high. It is built of Spilsby sandstone, which decays easily, but it's lasted well, hasn't it? As early as 1335, the castle was described as a ruin, and in 1559, a section of the curtain wall collapsed. I won't go into all the masonry. In front of you, at the base of the kitchen tower, is the pointed exit of the latrine shaft. More of these exits can be seen as you walk around the castle. Is the pointed exit of the latrine. Oh yeah, over there, yeah. It's great, isn't it? It's such a well-preserved wall. To be quite honest, come on, we're going back to the 13th century. 700-800 years. You have got it on, Sheila, haven't you? Yeah. I really love this. I had thought about coming to Bolingbroke. I thought my time was going to run out, but I can extend my time if I want. Do you know what I mean? If I want to stay another 3 or 4 days, I can. But I'd like to come to Lincoln really, but for at least 2 nights. But it's that, I'm trying to be economical. It enables me to visit other places where I've got to pay. I'm sure Tamsin's done a video when she was out somewhere round about this. I'm sure she did a video of Go back a minute. Go back to that pointed bit. You've walked straight past it. Isn't it? See, this is valuable for a tree because I've got people in the tree that are related to Henry the Fourth. I know it sounds ridiculous. I know it does. People always think it's too far-fetched and delusions of grandeur. I'm studying the history, tracing the tree. Right, wait. Where was that pointed bit? She walked straight past. Here we are. I walked straight past it. How silly. That's people sat at the top and everything came down through that chimney, if you like, and out here and into the moat. Let's take a picture. Over that a minute. Right, here we are, my Shakespearean friends. This is the castle of Henry the Fourth, and I did the Shakespeare plays religiously when I was at school and loved them, and I did them for A-level as well. Henry the Fourth Part 1 and Part 2. I also did Hamlet. This was in more depth, of course, and I've studied different ones since. I loved Macbeth. Anyway, this is a small quote. I did one earlier. I've remembered these all my life and I've used them many times. So this is one now. This is Harry Hotspur at the Battle of Shrewsbury when he was fighting against Prince Hal. Falstaff. Falstaff was the one who pretended to kill him. Kill Hal. Kill Hotspur. Anyway, this is Harry Hotspur. Come, let us take a muster speedily. Doomsday is near. Die all, but die merrily. I love those. I've got others, you know. That's the first time a minute ago that I had to practice 3 times. I never forget it. I've known those quotes since I was 16, 15 even. Over that.